Synopsis of Chapter 11 of Sun Tzu's The Art of War, The 9 Situations. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Blank Slates 101. In this series, we're exploring Sun Tzu's The Art of War, breaking it down chapter by chapter to uncover the timeless strategies and insights that continue to influence the world today. Chapter 11 of The Art of War details 9 varieties of ground that a military leader should recognize and understand. 11.1. These are dispersive ground, which is when a chieftain is fighting in his own territory. 11.2. Facile ground, which is when an army has penetrated hostile territory, but not deeply. 11.3. Contentious ground, which is ground that provides a great advantage to either side. 11.4. Open ground, which allows for free movement for both sides. 11.5. Ground of intersecting highways, which is the key to 3 contiguous states. 11.6. Serious ground, which is when an army has penetrated deep into hostile territory, leaving fortified cities behind. 11.7. Difficult ground, which includes mountain forests, rugged steeps, marshes, and fens that are hard to traverse. 11.8. Hemmed-in ground, which is reached through narrow gorges and is difficult to retreat from. 11.9. Desperate ground, which is where fighting without delay is the only way to avoid destruction. 11.10. Sun Tzu provides specific strategies for each of these 9 types of ground. On dispersive ground, he advises against fighting. 11.11. On facile ground, he advises against halting. 11.11. On contentious ground, he advises against attacking. 11.11. On open ground, he advises against blocking the enemy's way. 11.12. On ground of intersecting highways, he advises joining with allies. 11.12. On serious ground, he advises gathering plunder. 11.13. On difficult ground, he advises keeping steadily on the march. 11.13. On hemmed-in ground, he advises resorting to stratagem. 11.14. On desperate ground, he advises to fight. 11.14. Sun Tzu highlights the importance of preventing cooperation between enemy divisions and keeping them in disorder. 11.15-16. He emphasizes the need for rapid action, taking advantage of the enemy's unreadiness, and attacking unguarded spots. 11.19. He notes that when invading, the deeper an army penetrates, the greater their solidarity. 11.20. He advises to forage in fertile lands and to look after the well-being of the soldiers. 11.21-22. Sun Tzu also advises that soldiers in desperate situations will prefer death to flight and will put forth their greatest effort. 11.23-24. He adds that the soldiers will be constantly alert, without needing to be told, will follow the commander's will, and be faithful and trustworthy without needing orders. 11.25. Sun Tzu states that omens and superstitious doubts should be done away with, and that then, until death, no calamity is to be feared. 11.26-27. He observes that while soldiers may weep before battle, they will display great courage when brought to bay. 11.28. Sun Tzu uses the analogy of a snake called the shuai jian to illustrate how an army should react to attacks on its head, tail, or middle, indicating the importance of unity and coordinated response. 11.29-30. Sun Tzu indicates that managing an army requires setting a standard of courage, making the best use of both strong and weak soldiers, and using the ground strategically. 11.32-33. He also notes that a skillful general leads his army as though he were leading a single man. 11.34. He highlights the importance of secrecy and mystifying officers and men with false reports and appearances to keep the enemy ignorant. 11.35-37. He uses the metaphor of climbing a height and then kicking away the ladder to show that a leader must take his men deep into hostile territory before revealing his plans. 11.38. He explains that a general must burn his boats and break his cooking pots to show his men that they must fight to survive, like a shepherd driving a flock. 11.39-41. The general must also understand the different measures suited to each of the 9 varieties of ground, the expediency of aggression or defense, and the laws of human nature. 11.41. Sun Tzu emphasizes that when invading, penetrating deeply creates cohesion, while a short penetration results in dispersion. 11.42. He notes the importance of understanding the ground, its means of communication, whether it is serious or facile, and whether the ground is hemmed in or desperate. 11.42-45. Based on these considerations, Sun Tzu advises that on dispersive ground, one should inspire unity of purpose. On facile ground, there should be close connections between all parts of the army. On contentious ground, the rear should be hurried up. On open ground, defenses must be closely watched. And on ground of intersecting highways, alliances must be consolidated. 1146-48. On serious ground, he advises ensuring a continuous stream of supplies. On difficult ground, one should keep pushing along the road. On hemmed-in ground, one should block any way of retreat. And on desperate ground, one should make the hopelessness of the situation clear to the soldiers. 1149-50. According to Sun Tzu, soldiers are obstinate when surrounded, fight hard when they must, and obey promptly when in danger. 1151. He also notes that alliances with neighbors must be based on knowledge of their designs. 1152. He states that a warlike prince should prevent the concentration of the enemy's forces, overawe his opponents, and keep their allies from joining against him. 1154. He emphasizes the need to bestow rewards without regard to rules and to issue orders without regard to previous arrangements. 1156. He urges confronting soldiers with the deed itself, never letting them know the plan. The leader should present bright prospects when things are good, but remain silent when the situation is gloomy. 1157. He states that when an army is in deadly peril, it is capable of striking a blow for victory. 1158-59. Success in warfare is gained by accommodating oneself to the enemy's purpose. 1160. He notes that by persistently attacking the enemy's flank, one can kill the commander-in-chief. 1161. He concludes by stating that the leader should block frontier passes, destroy official tallies, and stop the passage of all emissaries. 1163. He advises to be stern in the council chamber, rush in when the enemy leaves a door open, forestall the opponent by seizing what they hold dear, and time his arrival on the ground. 1164-66. He advises to show the coyness of a maiden at first, until the enemy gives an opening, and then emulate the rapidity of a running hare. 1167-68. In conclusion, Chapter 11 of Sun Tzu's The Art of War provides a thorough analysis of different types of battlegrounds and the appropriate responses to each. It emphasizes the need for strategic flexibility, adaptability, and a deep understanding of the terrain to gain an advantage over the enemy. This chapter underscores the idea that battles are won by careful planning, insightful anticipation of the opponent's intentions, and the ability to inspire soldiers through a combination of clear direction, strategic incentives, and the creation of an environment where they are willing to fight to the death, if necessary. Every great journey begins with a blank slate. Keep sharpening your mind, and I'll catch you next time on the Blank Slates 101.